What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Red Rock Crawlers. My name is Jensen, and this week we're going to be comparing the real truck light LED headlights for your Jeep Wrangler to the replica. One of the best things that I ever did was upgrade the headlights in my Jeep. The stock headlights weren't the best. You can get a lot more light output with some LED headlights. I bought both of these at different times and thought it would be a good comparison to show you guys what the difference is and what we're looking at here. This video is going to compare these two and just show you some of the pros and cons maybe to both, and I'll let you guys decide what you think is better. Okay, so the first thing I want to talk about is the price comparison. So these are the fake truck light headlights. I've seen these for sale just recently for about $60 for a pair. I bought these particular ones on eBay. I think I paid close to $100, probably $90 or something like that on eBay. For the price, I was happy. So that's pretty cheap. You can replace a lot of these for the price of the truck light. So in my books, that's 1 point for the fakes. The brand name truck light LED, they're about $360 to anywhere from to $550 is what I've seen. That's a big price difference. You guys tell me what you think. Is the price worth it to some people? Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. You guys tell me. Let me know. Put a comment down below and tell me what you think. All right, so the next thing I want to talk about is pretty obvious. Right away, you can probably tell that the lens on the replica is yellowed, it's discolored, where the truck light is still very clear. I've had these truck lights for about a year. They've had some time to get a little dirty, and a little scuffed up or whatever, but you can see the difference here, in just the clarity of the lens. This is really it feels plastic, but it has this yellow tint to it now, where it looked a lot like this when I bought it. But over time, the sun has faded that plastic. Over here, I believe is also plastic, but it must be a higher quality plastic than what they used on the replica. I've had this set here for about a year and they still look brand new basically. And I would say that's a point for the brand name truck light LED lights. Okay, so the next thing I didn't like about the replicas was when I bought them online, it said that they were waterproof. It said they test them underwater, blah, blah, blah. I don't know. And I don't know how much truth there is. I don't think very much, because within a couple of weeks after having these, I noticed that I was getting moisture inside the lens. This is probably more my fault than anything, but I did take them apart and I tried to seal them up around the edge here to try and seal that, that gap there, so I wasn't getting moisture inside. And in doing so, the lens is not as clear as it was either. There's some spots and stuff on there. I'm not even sure what that's from. Maybe the glue or something I used to seal it up. And then I put silicone around the outside. That alone was a downside for me on these replicas, because they got moisture in them right away. It was, like I said, within 2 weeks. I noticed when I was washing the Jeep, I got moisture in them like pretty much instantly. Whereas these truck lights, and I had them for about a year. I've washed them. They've gone through the car wash. I've been through rivers, water, snow, mud splashing on them, and look at that, they look brand new. These are sealed, these were not. I recommend, if you are gonna get some replicas, that you seal them up right away. Had I done that at the beginning, maybe these would be a little bit clearer. Okay, so let's talk about the construction of the light itself. Looking at the back here, the plugs look basically the same. The truck lights have these weird little notches in the actual plug itself. And they're actually really, really hard to plug into the factory wiring harness. Kind of annoying, but they work fine. This is the replica plug. It was actually easier to plug in, I noticed. This almost looks like it's made out of copper, maybe. And the truck light plug looks like they're made out of maybe aluminum. I don't know. I'm no expert on that kind of stuff. Maybe you guys know. They both plugged in, they both light up, they both worked. So the fins along the back of the replica are fairly deep. You know, the overall construction of it actually feels pretty good. The brand name truck light have about the same depth of grooves. It's a little bit of a different feel, you know, a little different texture. They both feel like fairly solid backings. I didn't notice either one of them ever getting hot or anything. We've got a little bit of a different wiring loom going on here. This has got some kind of a thread-on fitting, and then just, you know, straight wire, and then this has got some kind of a loop. Once again, I don't really know what the difference is here or why they do this. So if you know, put a comment down below and tell me what you think. Neither of these came with the anti-flicker harnessing. If you want that anti-flicker, you'd have to probably buy that harness separately, because neither one of these came with that. And that actually brings me to my next point. I did notice the flicker a lot more with the replica than I do with the brand name truck light. I don't have the anti-flicker in my Jeep, and I don't really notice it with these headlights. There is still a little bit there, but I mean, it was definitely noticeable with this. And then also the replica lens does not say DOT on it, so if you were, you know, needing that for inspection reasons, well, these do not say DOT approved, where the truck lights do say DOT right on the lens. All right, well, that's enough chit chat. Let's take a look how they look in the vehicle itself. Okay, you guys, here we have the brand name truck light LEDs. You can see they're very clear. I don't know how much you can see with the light on, but just kind of want to give you an idea what they look like on. And then here's the replica truck light. I mean, the lens is obviously not as clear, so there is still some moisture in those lenses even after I sealed them up. So they're just not sealed very well. Now let me back up here and see if I can show you a comparison side by side and tell me what you think. I'll let you guys decide if it's worth the extra money to buy the real ones, or will the replicas be good enough? At least $360 or more, $60. All right, we're gonna do a couple of night tests here to just show you how the lights work in the dark. On the left of the screen, so on the driver's side, is the truck light, and on the right is the replica truck light. So this is showing the light pattern of the replica light. You just notice there right in the middle has kind of a more concentrated pattern than the rest of it there. The rest of it's spread out fairly good, although I feel like over here on the sides you seem to lose light a little bit quicker than the other ones do. All right, so here is the truck light. Look how much more even the light is. It's spread out a lot more evenly all across. There is still a little bit more concentrated light in the middle, but overall, I think it spreads the light out a lot better. I guess that's what they say, you get what you pay for, right? Here is low beam with the truck light. There's high beam, low beam, high beam, and I'll show you the other light. Okay, so this is low beam replica, and there's high beam, low beam, and high beam. Okay, let's go find a road and we'll do low beam, high beam again. Okay, so this is the knockoff truck light. You know, here it looks pretty well lit up. There's high beam, shines up into the trees there pretty good. There's low beam. I'm not sure if we're gonna really be able to tell a difference when it's on the road. Let me go cover up the replica and we'll see if you can tell a difference. All right, so here we have the truck light. I think it actually does light up better in high beam. High beam's pretty good. Can't really tell here, but it does light up quite a bit more up ahead. I think the truck light pattern is better. I think it lights up better overall. You can really see the clarity difference in these two lights. As we saw earlier, the light is much brighter and clearer with those truck lights. I think that clearer lens makes a big difference for the light output. All right, you guys, well, that's it for this week. I hope this was helpful to some of you guys out there. I'll let you guys decide whether or not the brand name truck lights are worth the extra expense, or maybe the knockoffs are good enough. Put your comment down below and tell me what you think. Don't forget, you can also join us on Facebook. You can join in the conversation there. We're always talking about Jeeps, trails, events coming up, all kinds of stuff. So if you're local here in Utah and you want to join us on our monthly trail runs, join our Facebook group and stay up to date there. And you can also follow us on Instagram under the same name. Okay, well, thanks for watching. We'll see you guys on the trail.